Long Walk Up. Today I'm going to do a reading from my book, Long Walk Up, and I'm author Denise Turney. Long Walk Up is one of 6 books that I have written and published, and I also have Love Pour Over Me, which is another book. You can learn about each of my books at Chistel, CHISTELL.com. And you can also listen to me as I interview other authors because I do love supporting other people at Off the Shelf at Blog Talk Radio. All you have to do is put in a search engine Off the Shelf, comma, Denise Turney, and I should come up at the top. So I encourage you to listen to Off the Shelf. It comes on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. But I want to read to you now from Long Walk Up. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, that picture, by the way, our viewer, is my baby sister. She's grown just like I am now. And she was a little girl. And I said, "Can I use your picture for the cover of Long Walk Up?" This came out several years ago. She said, "Yeah, sure." So that's my sister, Adrian. And I love my sister. I'm going to read to you, and I'm starting on page 27. I rarely start a book reading on page 1. I don't know why, but I don't. Okay, so the main character in Long Walk Up is Mulligan. She's a little girl. This story actually came to me. I was given guidance and direction to write a story. I was on my way to work at Princeton on Scudder's Mill Road. This is years ago. I no longer live in New Jersey, but I was given specific instructions to write a story about a little girl who had a very hard childhood, but a marvelous, glorious life. I mean, I'm amazing years later. It's like this prepared her for come what may. So here's Mulligan, and she's in Africa. Mulligan scarcely heard her, but her smile, that Mulligan took in fully, completely. Desta's smile pulled Mulligan toward its warmth and made her want to run across the room and hug Desta. But something kept Mulligan pinned to the bed. Mulligan wanted to wrestle free because she wanted to embrace Desta's warm smile and act like an act that would find her wrapped inside a mother's arms. I'm not going to tell you what happens to Mulligan's mother, but you'll have to read the story to find out. The children looked at their mother and grinned. They told her they were fine. This is Desta's children. Their faces gave her a comforting assurance, although she hadn't poked her head inside the room because she feared something was amiss with them. She stuck her head inside the room because she wanted to check on the little girl whose paths crossed hers less than 4 hours ago. She recalled when she was a child herself and had been placed into a classroom of children who knew each other, had played and laughed together for months, while she was the only child no one knew. The other children in the classroom stared at her, looked at her as if they could measure her thoughts and the breadth and depth of her heart with their eyes. They looked hard at her. Discomfort came around her like a cloak. She wanted to run. She looked back at the school door, but her feet remained planted. It wasn't until one of the 2 teachers entered the room and, introducing her, encouraged the children to greet her with a word of hello, a friendly smile, and a hug that the ice broke, and she started to feel loved again. Desta's smile widened when her gaze fell across Mulligan's face. "Have the children told you their names?" The children looked at each other. Then, with sheepish grins on their faces, they turned and revealed their names one by one to Mulligan. "My name is Mulligan," she shared in return. And then it goes on with Desta talking to her children, and Mulligan befriends one of the little girls. But I want to then go on to chapter 4. Long Walk Up, by the way, is a very short story. You can read it in one sitting, but it's a powerful story, and I think it will leave you moved, deeply, deeply moved, particularly if you're going through a challenge now. Even if you aren't, this little girl's story is an amazing story, and something in real life and history in Africa happened not long after Long Walk Up was published. So, chapter 4. Dew clung to the warm earth the way frost stuck to the ground in winter, but night had removed itself from the village. Birds chirping in the tree near the house Mulligan slept in awakened neighboring residents to what they considered to be the start of the day. Some of the houses, with huge chimneys crowning their tops, with the strong scent of coffee, morning's liquid gold beneath the noses of more than half of the people who lived on the street. Children slept through the scent as if nestled inside the arms of an angel. Adults who drank coffee but who hadn't yet risen from bed stirred almost at once. Dogs ambled away from slumber with a shake of their tails and a yelp, a request for food and the freedom to come indoors to the shelter of their keepers' homes. In the house Mulligan slept in, silence webbed its way through every room. Licking her dry lips and blinking crust off her lashes, Mulligan stared across the room. Like a drunken woman, she struggled to focus. Her vision blurred. Everything in the room seemed to be moving. She did manage to see the woman standing in front of her. She had her mother's face. Like the dew on the earth, a cloud of mist surrounded the woman. Mulligan rubbed her eyes. By the way, reader, Mulligan is, I think she's maybe 7 years old. She's real young. She told herself the woman was a talking cloud. Placing a finger against her mouth, the woman encouraged Mulligan to keep silent. You were right about the things you told the girl. I didn't read that part in the excerpt, but she told the girl. Seeing questions hovering in Mulligan's face, she added, You are my daughter, and I am your mother. This isn't Desta. This is a woman who suddenly showed up in the room when Mulligan awoke. Mulligan reached out to touch the spirit bearing her mother's face. Her hand went straight through the woman, yet she knew her mother was there, standing in front of her. Nobody trapped her or held her hostage to repetitive thoughts and emotions. Her mother was free, more alive than she had been back in the plane. Others are awakening, the spirit-bearing Mulligan's mother's face smiled. Some of them want to bless the way you do. Some want to curse. They think it will rid them of pain. They are wrong. Each breath is love. Each step is peace. You are being prepared to deal with the hardness of what you have to do. She stood back and smiled over her daughter. You are ready. She's a little girl. Mulligan, you will be a woman soon. You must remember that you are a queen, a leader of nations, and she is. You will help people heal. Yahweh is always with you. She paused. I am always with you. She kissed her daughter. When she did, Mulligan closed her eyes. The kiss felt like a butterfly. It gently brushed her face. I know you enjoy the comforts here, Mulligan, but you cannot stay here. You must keep moving. Just as Mulligan opened her eyes, her mother blended in with the yellow paint decorating the room. The air Mulligan and the other children breathed. The tree at the edge of the house, the tree where Mulligan had talked to the little girl in, and I didn't read that part in the excerpt. I do encourage you to get a copy of Long Walk Up and learn more about Mulligan. You may see parts of yourself or experiences you've had in Mulligan. Again, Long Walk Up by Denise Turney. You can get it in ebook format or in print. And I think I might have some different excerpts at the website. And that again is www.chistel.com. And you can email me if you want to read another free excerpt, and I'm willing to do that. Again, it's chistel.com. Hope you go out and get a copy of Long Walk Up, and let me know how you enjoyed it. Thank you. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye for now. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.